If you are a Leo woman lying down each night in a bed that feels too big for one person, the universe is not ignoring this detail of your life. It has a very specific message for you. It doesn't matter why you are sleeping alone right now. Maybe you are single, recently separated, widowed, going through a break. Or perhaps your husband travels, works far away. Or you are living through a season of emotional or physical distance. The only thing that truly matters in this moment is the fact that when night falls, you are the one who lies down by yourself. And that is not random. It is preparation. As you close your eyes in that quiet room, with no one's breathing beside you and no body to lean against, something profound is moving behind the scenes of your life. Your Leo nature, which has always been strong, radiant, and intense, is being amplified in a way that only happens when you are completely alone with your own soul. Every night in which you fall asleep without another person beside you becomes a sacred ritual of recalibration. Your most authentic feminine energy is being tuned to a frequency of magnetism, dignity, and power that you have never fully accessed before. The universe did not place you in this season of solitude by accident. It has positioned you like a queen in a strategic pause, because you are being prepared for a turning point that will shift your entire reality. And the warning, or rather the revelation, that I need to deliver to you is this: what you are experiencing is not a punishment, a failure, or an empty space that you need to rush to fill. It is a time of spiritual incubation. You are like a phoenix quietly weaving her own nest of fire before rising again, renewed and unrecognizable even to herself. Before we go any deeper, take a moment and write in the comments your date of birth and your zodiac sign, especially if you are Leo or have strong Leo placements. This will seal your intention to consciously receive this message. And if you feel this truth already stirring something inside you, subscribe to Leo Zodiac now so you don't miss the next steps of this journey. Your soul has already begun. In the next few minutes, you are going to understand what is really happening each time you fall asleep alone, why your energy has been feeling more intense, more selective, sometimes even restless, and above all, you will learn how to recognize the signals that your transformation is approaching completion, and that something extraordinary is about to cross your path. Because when a Leo woman passes through this inner recalibration, she does not simply find someone better. She is reborn as a completely different woman. A woman who no longer negotiates with what hurts her. A woman who will never again accept less than the royal treatment her soul was born for. You may have already sensed this in the quiet of your own heart, even on the nights when you feel the weight of the empty bed. There's also a strange certainty that you are preparing for something much larger than you can currently see. Leo woman, there's a sacred truth about your feminine essence that you must finally allow to sink in. You were not created to chase crumbs of attention, to plead for affection, or accept half-hearted love. You were created to be honored, celebrated, admired, and chosen fully by someone who recognizes the extraordinary light they are standing in front of. But to attract that level of devotion and recognition, you must first become a version of yourself that even you have not met yet. And that version only emerges when you are alone with yourself, free from the noise, from expectations, from the emotional debris of other people's energies. Only in solitude can your purest essence rise to the surface again. These nights in which you sleep alone are not empty at all. They are the exact environment your soul needed for your energy field to reorganize itself completely. Old programming is being silently dissolved. All the beliefs that made you tolerate lukewarm relationships, situationships, people who did not value you, dynamics where you had to shrink, dim your light, or silence your needs just to fit into someone else's limited capacity, all of that is being burned away in the fire of your own evolution. You are being energetically rewritten to resonate only with experiences that honor your natural royalty. The universe is warning you that this inner work is already far along. The symptoms of this completion have probably already begun to show up. Your tolerance for drama, confusion, and emotional games has dropped to almost zero. People who once knew how to push your buttons and tug at your heartstrings can no longer drag you into the same storms. Stories that previously triggered anxiety now feel small, almost irrelevant. You are becoming selective in a way you may never have been before. And that is not coldness, it is self-respect. For Leo women who are single, this recalibration is aligning you with a partner capable of seeing and treating you as the queen you are, not just in words, but in consistent action. For those who are separated or divorced, this process is healing deep scars and sealing spiritual leaks, preparing you for a phase in which you will never again accept being anyone's second option. Emotional backup or secret. For widows, this energy is honoring your mourning while gently opening your heart to the possibility of loving. Again, this time in a connection that is even more conscious and soul-aligned. And for those whose husbands or partners are far away because of work, distance, or temporary circumstances, your nights alone are strengthening your emotional independence and self-trust. This phase is preparing you to reconnect in a completely new dynamic when he returns. A relationship where you are not clinging from fear of loss, but choosing from a place of fullness and clarity. Regardless of which situation reflects your reality, the essence of the process is the same. You are being polished like a gem to shine with an intensity that no one will be able to ignore. When a Leo woman completes this solitary cycle of transformation, her presence becomes magnetic in a way that feels almost supernatural. People are drawn to her without even understanding why. They want to be close, to bask in her light, to feel her warmth. But this time, you will not give that warmth to just anyone. What is happening to you in these silent nights goes far beyond personal growth. It is an activation of your divine feminine power in its solar form. Leo is ruled by the sun, the great star that gives life, light, and clarity. When a Leo woman is alone, without the constant interference of other people's energy, her inner sun finally has space to burn at full power. You are turning into a force of nature, a woman whose mere presence changes the atmosphere of a room, whose energy lifts those who are ready to grow, but also exposes and repels those who come with disrespect, mediocrity, or hidden agendas. The universe is molding you into a woman who not only knows her worth intellectually, but feels it in every cell of her body and refuses to negotiate it. As these final weeks of deep transformation unfold, you will notice shifts that may seem small on the outside, but are massive energetically. Your posture will subtly change. You will walk differently, more grounded, more sure of your space in the world. Your voice will carry more authority, even when you speak softly. Your magnetism will thicken. People will start to look at you longer, listen to you more attentively, seek your opinion, crave your approval. Your intuition will sharpen to a level that might even surprise you. You will sense instantly who is sincere and who is wearing a mask, who comes with genuine interest and who comes to consume your energy. You will feel in your body when something is right for you or when it is merely a distraction wearing pretty clothes. You will notice that you no longer feel truly lonely even when you are physically alone, because your connection with your own essence will be so strong that your own company will feel sacred instead of empty. This is the true sign that the transformation is solid. You no longer seek relationships or company to fill a void. You attract from fullness. The universe's message also comes with a practical alert. In the next 30 days, invitations, proposals, encounters, and romantic or personal opportunities will begin to appear one after another. Each one of them will serve as a mirror, reflecting the frequency you now carry. Some options will be attractive at first glance, but deep down they will be nothing more than tests to see if you will fall back into your old patterns of accepting less just to not be alone. Others will resonate so deeply with your new energy that you will almost feel your soul exhale in relief. These will be portals to experiences you once thought were only possible in dreams. The key will be to listen to your body more than your mind. Your body is now attuned, like an instrument that has just been tuned to a new note. It will signal you through expansion, peace, or a sense of safety when something is aligned, and it will tighten, contract, or feel uneasy when something is off. Trust those sensations. They are the language of your new frequency. And before we continue, if you are still with me and this message is resonating in your spirit, gently pause and like this video. That simple act tells the universe and the algorithm that you are ready to receive more guidance like this. And it helps Leo Zodiac reach other Leo women who are going through the same silent transformation. You are becoming a woman who doesn't just attract what she wants, but sets the rules of how she wants to be treated. You will no longer enter relationships trying to prove your value. Instead, others will have to show you, through actions, that they are worthy of access to your heart, your time, your body, and your sacred energy. This inversion of roles, this new dynamic, is the direct result of your lonely but powerful nights of recalibration. Of course, in the midst of all this, there will be moments of temptation, nights when the silence feels heavy, and the idea of accepting almost good enough just so you don't have to sleep alone again seems appealing. This is the most delicate and decisive moment of your transformation. If you give in now and accept less than what your soul is asking for, you may find yourself thrown back into the beginning of the cycle, forced to relearn the same lesson with more intensity. But if you hold your standard, if you breathe through the longing and remember who you are becoming, what is coming to meet you will surpass your expectations. The universe is observing your choices. It is testing whether you truly believe that it is better to sleep alone with dignity than to share your bed with someone who does not honor you. Each night you choose solitude over settling. You are sending a clear declaration to the cosmos: I know my worth. And the cosmos always responds to that kind of clarity. In the coming days, pay close attention to your dreams. They will not be random. Many of them will carry previews, symbols, and clues about what is on its way to you. Notice your physical energy as well. You may start to feel more alive in your own skin, more sensual, more confident for no obvious reason. And you will see shifts in how people react to you. Suddenly, there is more respect in their tone, more admiration in their gaze, more curiosity in their questions. These are all signals that your process is nearing completion and that the time of harvest is close. What is approaching your life is not just something nice. It is something so aligned with your new self that you will finally understand why you had to go through every step of this recalibration. Your nights alone have not been empty, they have been sacred. They have been rebuilding you from the inside out. Leo woman, this time alone is sacred ground. It is returning you to yourself. It is reconnecting you with the powerful, magnetic, unforgettable woman you have always been. Beneath all the stories, disappointments, and compromises that made you settle for less, every night spent with only your own heartbeat echoing in the room has been a night of healing, strengthening, and preparation for a life that matches your true magnitude. And the universe is now giving you a heads up. This phase is almost over. Very soon, you will no longer sleep alone because you have no other choice, but because you are choosing carefully who is worthy of sharing that space with you. When you decide to open your bed, your heart, and your life again, it will be with someone who understands what a privilege it is to be beside a woman who truly knows her own worth. In these final weeks of preparation, be especially tender with yourself. Your body, your emotions, and your energy are going through upgrades. You may feel more sensitive, more intuitive, more aware of your feelings and needs. This is not weakness. It is refinement. It is your system adjusting to a new level of perception that will help you navigate what is coming with wisdom and discernment. Trust this unfolding, even when it doesn't make sense logically. Trust the wisdom that has kept you upright in the hardest nights. Most of all, trust your own ability to recognize what is worthy of the woman you have become. You have developed internal boundaries, clarity, and strength that will protect you from repeating old patterns and will guide you toward experiences that match your new frequency. The universe did not leave you alone to punish you. It stepped back the noise so you could finally hear your own voice. It isolated you to polish you. It put you in solitude to turn you into a woman who will attract only that which is on the same level as her soul. And when that happens, you will look back at these nights and feel gratitude. Gratitude for every tear, every ache, every moment you thought you were forgotten. You weren't. You were being prepared. Your transformation is reaching its final stages. Leo woman, what is on the horizon will validate your patience, your faith, and your refusal to settle. You are about to step into a chapter that will exceed what you have silently asked for in your prayers. Are you ready to stop being the woman who sleeps alone by circumstance and become the woman who consciously chooses, who has access to her sacred space? If this message has touched something deep inside you, it is a sign that you are exactly where you need to be in this process. Go to the comments and share how long you have been sleeping alone, what changes you have noticed in your energy, and don't forget to write your date of birth and your zodiac sign. Your story will inspire other Leo women to stay strong in their own phase of preparation. Subscribe to Leo Zodiac now, because what you are living is not an ending. It is a calling, a divine invitation to rise into a new version of yourself, stronger, wiser, brighter, and more loyal to your own heart than ever before. You are entering an extraordinary cycle of your life, and you will need guidance to recognize the signs of destiny, to discern the opportunities that will appear, and to say no to everything that doesn't honor your light. This is not the time to lower your standards to calm your fears. This is the moment to raise them even higher and walk with your spine straight and your inner fire lit, even when loneliness tries to echo inside your chest. It is in this very solitude that the universe is shaping you into a woman who is complete within herself, not needy, not broken. Whole. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any message. That might be the exact answer to that question you have whispered in the dark. And remember this every night when you lay your head on the pillow alone. The absence of someone by your side is not a sign of abandonment. It is a sign of freedom. In the silence of the room, you are rediscovering your strength, your value, your sacred magnetism. You are becoming a woman who doesn't beg for love, she radiates it. Who doesn't wait desperately to be chosen, she is recognized. Who doesn't bend her spine in fear of losing someone, she rises tall out of respect for her own essence. When all of this has completed its course, you will look back with tears in your eyes, not from pain, but from gratitude. You will know that every tear carried purpose and every silence carried an answer. You have never been forgotten. You have been in preparation, and what is coming will justify every delay, every no, every lonely night that led you here. Subscribe to Leo Zodiac and like this video if it resonated with you. A new phase of your life begins now, and you will walk beside the woman you were always meant to be, and with the love that truly matches your light.